If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Mariana Palacios and I am a ballet class pianist. We are here today at the studios of the Swedish National Ballet School in Gothenburg, Sweden, where I've been working since the last few years. Today I want to speak about an exercise that is very challenging for musicians, and is when the ballet teacher marks a very slow tendu at the beginning of the bar. I found this kind of musicality a lot in the teachers that comes from the Russian school because they have plenty of very slow exercise. The challenge with this exercise is very slow, but it's not an adage, so the music has to be articulated. When I arrived to this school, I started to work with a great teacher. She's super musical, she's giving always like so many different kind of rhythms and time signatures and energies. She was marking this very slow tendus at the beginning of the bar. And for me it was super challenging because, you know, with Russian school, I kind of found my way of playing, but with her, I felt that she needed another kind of musicality, and that was challenging. So I'm very pleased to have her here with me today. So welcome, Susanne Lindström.
Hi Mariana, how nice to be here, and thank you for inviting me to your YouTube channel.
Wow, thanks to you.
And hi to you all. My name is SUSANNE LINDSTRÖM and I'm a ballet teacher here at the National Ballet School, Gothenburg, Sweden. And I've been working with you, Mariana, for 3 years. And as you already know, she's a brilliant musician and she's perfect for ballet.
Thank you, Susanne. And thank you for taking the time because, you know, we have very long days. You started today at
8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, and this is after the classes, so thank you so much for taking the energy, time. Yes, I'm patient.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
Great.
But today, we're gonna talk about tempo alla Lindström. And what do we mean about that, Mariana?
Yeah, because her last name is Lindström, so one day we were like, okay, this is alla Lindström tempo. Alla Lindström is a Swedish dish.
Yes, and that is called biff alla Lindström.
So we call this tendus alla Lindström. Okay, so let's see the exercise. Let's see how Susanne marks the exercise.
Yes, let's go to the bar.
Yes, and I go to the piano.
And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, E5, E6, E7, and 8. So maybe I should explain where the reason is that I want this slow tempo. Because we dancers, we practice several movements every week, every day at the bar, and 2 of them is plie and tendus. And really, as a dancer, you need to be able to do these 2 movements perfect. So why not give the opportunity to the dancers to work on that slowly and nice at the bar? And the reason is that I want the dancers to be able to find the body, the position of the body, and to work the feet, strengthen the feet and the toes, to find the lines, to find the positions, but also to find the work against the floor, to get a good push from the floor without spending too much energy. And then if we add different accents, moving en avant, en arrière, and different alignments, then you're actually very prepared.
Yeah. And what do you need from the music? What is important from you?
It's one thing to play slowly, but it still needs that the pianist is playing something that is almost pushing us dancers forward. It needs to be quite airy. I don't know, I can't explain it better than that, but it needs to be airy and not static.
That's why when a pianist with no experience see this, it feels like it's an adage because it's so slow, but of course you cannot play an adage because an adage is legato, it's a very long phrase, it's another energy. So my understanding for this exercise is to, you know, to give like kind of a lot of bass because this gives like body to the music, if you can say like this, and also be rhythmical, combining the pedal with silence, and then you give the accent. And also when you see the movements, you can get inspiration from the movements. So of course, what you can do is to improvise something very simple. That's what I was doing for many years. After a while, you get bored of your own music. Actually, I want to mention the blog from Jonathan Steele because he wrote a very interesting post about this, about very slow tendus. I will leave it in the information. I want to show this with my very simple improvisation. Okay, so you can get an idea of what I was doing a few years ago. Of course, I could improvise all over and over, and it could work, but I got tired of my own music. So then I was thinking what pieces I could play, and I discovered that you can play a lot of ballet music. So all these very slow variations from Swan, from Raimonda, from Don Quixote. So there are plenty of repertoire. Let's show a few examples. Of course, all of these ballet variations works very well for all ballet exercise. And actually, I want to give you a tip for point class. Is this ballet variation works so well because they are so connected with the steps, they are on points, right?
Super.
Yeah, it's a repertoire that I'm using a lot now for point class, and I think it was well. I think it makes you.
It's the right accents for us.
Yeah.
The feeling up to be up on point.
What happens after a while is that you also get tired, or maybe the ballet teacher doesn't like to have ballet repertoire.
Yes.
Right, Susanne?
And that happens. That we at the end want something else. And what do you play then when we want this slow tempo? And I suggested the rose.
I say love, it is a flower.
And La Vie en Rose.
La Vie en Rose. You suggested also the Umbrellas of Cherbourg.
Yes, that's right. That's a good
It's
one.
from a film. It's super good.
Je te cacherai et je te garde.
Actually, you found it in an album from a ballet pianist. We don't remember which one, but it was such a good example. So
Perfect.
let's show
Shall we
the
try one?
examples.
Yes. Yes, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Really like that because it's juicy
Yeah.
and it's pushing us forward.
Yeah. And it's what I've been speaking in other videos about music styles, that you really need to have a wide range of music styles to to adapt to different tastes, to give different dynamics, different characters.
Yes, different character.
Great. Let's show La Vie en Rose.
Yes, okay. Yes, that is really nice.
Yes, and it's good to have songs that you can stress the tempo and also move forward, because for example, with this song there are so many arrangements that even if you play it very slow, it's going to sound well because there has been already an arrangement. So it's good to play something that is very popular, that even the students, that everyone knows. So they feel comfortable and you can manipulate
and you
the
get
tempo.
this nice feeling of
Yeah.
it. You want to move to it.
Yes. So pay a lot of attention on the left hand, as always, because there is where you can give this impulse to the bass and also the harmonies. Great.
And even if it feels slow for you, it is not slow for us.
No.
Because we can work it on the beat out and beat in, the upbeat, So so we need this slow tempo to be able to work the feet as you want to.
Yes. Let's take the Umbrellas of Cherbourg.
Yes, that's really nice.
Yes, and from that idea, I discovered that a lot of jazz standard can work so well, and then I got a very wide range of music.
Yes, and your repertoire grew
exactly
a lot. Yes.
And I love it, and it has this bass and this rhythm inside of the music, which is what they need.
Yeah, and still it is not making me as a dancer start to move like this. I can still keep the strictness and the feelness of the classical ballet, really.
Exactly. So the last example, you don't know what love is.
And that's more jazzy feeling, is
It's
it?
very, very jazzy.
Oh, it would be nice to try and see what feeling I get in my body then. Even if it's the same tempo, there's still a different character in it. That makes, I'm doing the same movement, but I get a different feeling.
Yeah.
But still there is this pushy feeling of me moving together with you.
Yes.
Really, really nice.
Great. So we conclude this video here. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for letting me be here. It was great. Having fun.
Yes. I hope all these examples help you to play something that you enjoy for this very slow tendus that you can find. Not always, not all the teachers use this slow tempo, but some of them. I mean, you weren't the first time that I find this kind of slow tempo, but you were using another musicality. And this was challenging for me.
Yes, it was so funny because the first time I said that, I wanted this tempo, you looked at me and said, Susanne, I cannot play this slow.
And we speak with colleagues like, what do you play for this? Because it's challenging. But I hope these ideas, make you feel more comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Remember that in my Instagram, I post a lot of videos playing for ballet classes. Also in my highlight stories, I have plenty of videos. Follow me if you want to have more information or more ideas or inspiration. And remember that I'm creating an online course So sign up in the link that I leave down below and you will receive information very soon. I see that some pianists from all over the world has signed up, and I'm so excited to get in contact with you. And of course, share these videos with people that can be interested, also with ballet teachers. I see interest also there, like how we understand the music that we play for the ballet exercises. So share these videos with everyone that can be interested. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye! It's so fun. Oh my god, I can't believe that we're doing this. I've been thinking to do this thing so long time, you know? So I want to introduce you to Susanne Lindström.
Hi, Mariana.
But I did a weird. I did a weird. I was like. Tendus
À la Lindström.
Okay, let's show the exercise. Yes.
Yes. That was a lot of giggle around here.